What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here. Sustainability Week has begun and it has brought us Binacle. Binacle evolves into Barbaracle and Barbaracle has a crazy moveset in Pokemon Go. I had to try it out in the Go Battle League. Before we get into the battles, I want to challenge all my viewers to go and take care of the planet. Guys, it is Sustainability Week. Go outside, plant a tree, clean up your neighborhood, or even just unplug unused appliances. It all helps. And Niantic is actually rewarding us for taking care of the planet right now. If you don't already know about that, I will link that blog post in the description down below. Check it out, guys. It's really cool. Jumping into the first matchup, I'm up against the Obstagoon lead. This feels like a good lead because I'm doing super effective damage with my Fury Cutters and double super effective damage with Cross Chop. If this goes through, this is going to hurt a lot. However, the Obstagoon knew, and his counters are doing super effective damage to me, so it is chipping away. Now, I'm calling the Night Slash here. I'm thinking he doesn't have Cross Chop, and he doesn't, but the Night Slash still hurts. He's going to be able to counter me down, so I do have to swap out into Deoxys. Even though Deoxys is going to take super effective damage from this Night Slash, it doesn't hurt too bad, and the counters are doing double super effective damage to Obstagoon, so it's not a bad matchup. They swap out and they bring in Meganium. Now I'm going to go for the Psycho Boost. However, they do throw before me. They throw the Frenzy Plant. I barely survive. So that was a good call to not shield that. I'm going to be able to go for the Psycho Boost at this point. And it does hurt the Meganium, but Meganium's pretty bulky. So it's not going to take out by any means, even if I land this second one. So yeah, he lets the second one go through, farms me down, and I'm going to come in with Skarmory and be able to farm him down. Hopefully he doesn't get to a move. He does not. That is beautiful. So now I have energy on my Skarm and he brings back in Obstagoon. So he might be weak to Skarmory in the back. We'll have to find out. Yeah, he shields the Obstagoon, so that's a pretty big tell that he is weak to Skarmory in the back. I have two shields. It's time to use them. I'm going to go ahead and use one. And I figure, you know what? Maybe I can make it to that Cross Chop. I try to bring back in Barbaracle, but unfortunately we're unable to make it to it. It's fine. I'm going to bring Skarmory back in. I'm going to try to farm down. I am going to have to shield another Night Slash, but he has Pelipper in the back. I'm going to go straight for a Brave Bird. This is Shadow Skarmory, guys. You don't mess with Shadow Skarmory. Yeah, it easily one-shots the Pelipper. Bye-bye, Pelipper. Bye-bye, Obstagoon. It's a good game. Moving into the second matchup, we are getting paired up against, I don't know how to say that. Anyways, let's see what they bring. They are bringing a Umbreon lead. So this is another good lead, or at least it feels like a good lead for Barbaracle because we are doing super effective damage with both the Fury Cutter and the Cross Chop. They're staying in here, so I'm going to build up and see if I can get a shield actually, since I did build up so much energy. No, they don't want a shield. I mean, it's an Umbreon. Nobody really shields their Umbreons in general. They're going to throw at me. It's a foul play, of course. I'm going to no shield and it hurts, but we can definitely tank one more. We might get farmed down after that though. So we're going to go for another Cross Chop here, and they are going to be throwing. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use my shield here, and we should be able to outpace them to the next Cross Chop. So let's see. Yeah, we get to the next Cross Chop, overfarmed by a little bit. Unfortunately, they do sneak a Snarl in, so they are at their next move now. Yeah, so I guess actually they win this in the one shield. I'm going to go ahead and use another shield. I'm going to try to farm them down. However, they swap out into Talonflame. So I don't know if they know about the Stone Edge or not, but I'm going to go straight for it. Now I am a rock type, so it's likely they know I have a rock type move. Yeah, they shield. That's okay. We got switch advantage now, and shields are both at 0. So we're going to go straight for the Thunderbolt with the Oxys. Now they are at 2 moves, so if they wanted to go Flame Charge Brave Bird here, they could. This Thunderbolt's not going to be enough to take out. The Oxys is really charging it up, but it's still not enough to take out, of course. So they're probably going to go Flame Charge then Brave Bird, but they actually go straight Brave Bird, which I thought was interesting because now they're not going to be able to make it to another Brave Bird. I don't know if they thought they could farm me down after that or what. It doesn't matter. They go down, they bring back in Umbreon, and I'm able to take it out with a double resisted Psycho Boost, and they have Azumarill in the back, so I'm going to bring out Shadow Skarmory. This is normally a pretty good matchup for Shadow Skarmory. However, they did get a slight energy advantage there. The game just wouldn't let me swap. But luckily, it looks like they're running Ice Beam and Play Rough, so I'm going to no shield the I don't have a shield. I'm going to eat the Ice Beam, and I'm going to go straight for the Brave Bird here. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to get out since I did swap into Skarmory, so they are going to take me out here with this next Ice Beam, but they don't have any energy, so I'm going to be able to come in with, let's see, yeah, Barbaracle, and just go for the Cross Chop. Non-stab cross drop, going to be taking out in the zoom roll. It feels good. It feels good. GG's, well played to my opponent. So this is a little bit of a highlight reel. These are not all consecutive games. I did have a couple 3-2 sets and a few 2-3 sets, so it felt like a fairly good pick as a spice pick, but not a meta pick by any means. Anyways, moving into the next one, we got Barbaracle up against a Marowak. We are double resisting the fire spins, and we can go for the Stone Edge, which will be doing super effective damage. However, they're resisting everything else that I throw besides the Stone Edge. So we'll have to see if they know about the Stone Edge here. Do they want to shield it? Yeah, they want to shield. That's all right. They're going to go for another Bone Club here, and you saw that first Bone Club hurt. And Bone Club's not a great move. It is super effective. Yeah, it hurts, but we're able to tank it, and these Fire Spins are doing absolutely nothing since they're double resisted. Able to make it to another Stone Edge. Now we want to take him out here. That's not good, because both of my back Pokemon are weak to this thing. So now I'm going to have to shield up the Shadow Bone here, and I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. However, they swap out into Altaria, so I'm still going to go for the Thunderbolt against Altaria. This is going to be doing neutral damage, and I have actually not that much, but I do see some play here. If I can get Altaria low and farm up with Skarmory, maybe I can have a Brave Bird ready when the Alolan Marowak comes back in, and maybe I can win the game because I'll still have Barbaracle in there to be able to clear off the debuff from the Brave Bird. Thunderbolt goes through, and it does more than I wanted it to. So you see, I stopped countering down at that point because I didn't want to do any more damage. I wanted to get some air slash damage and build up some energy with my Skarmory. It does cost me a little bit because they're able to land this Sky Attack on me, but we'll see what they come in now. I'm expecting the Alolan Marowak to come and chip me away, but they actually bring in a Alolan Ninetales Running Charm, which is a good matchup for Skarmory. However, we're kind of in trouble because it's still getting me low, because Shadow Skarmory is going to be taking damage from these charms, and we're not going to be able to get to a Sky Attack and a Brave Bird at the same time. So I build up to double Sky Attacks. I'm throwing it. Unfortunately, it does not take out, which means I'm going to have to swap into Barbaracle to try to pass some of that charm damage over. It's just not enough because I'm not going to be able to get to the Brave Bird against this Alolan Marowak. Only the Sky Attack. Still, ended up being a pretty close match. Barbaracle was able to get off both shields, so I was pretty happy with Barbaracle. Unfortunately, the team was just too weak to Alolan Marowak in the back. In the next matchup, I'm up against a Stunfisk lead. This is a bad lead, however, I can't swap out because I don't want Skarmory up against this Stunfisk. I am going to be hitting it for super effective with these cross drops, and you can see the cross drop actually does quite a bit of damage. So I think it would take 3 cross drops to take out this Stunfisk. We're going to call the bait here. If it is the Earthquake, it's going to take us out, and it is the Earthquake. You know, that's all right. I'm going to be able to come in with my Deoxys, and I'm going to be able to farm down. I realize he's going to get to another Earthquake, and I decided to catch it on my Skarmory. Questionable play, but at least I'm saving my shields at this point. So Skarmory comes in, and they bring in a Pelipper. So this is a pretty good matchup for Skarmory. We are resisting all of the wing attacks. I'm going to go straight for the Sky Attack, expecting a shield, and they actually no shield. So that's beautiful. Now I can shield the Weather Ball, and I can farm down at this point. So let's see. There's the Weather Ball. We're gonna farm down, and we have some energy. Now they still have 2 shields, but we have 2 fairly healthy Pokemon, a little bit of energy on my Skarmory. And they bring out a Jellicent, so we don't really want Deoxys up against this Jellicent, but at some point it's going to have to be. I'm going to build up to the Brave Bird, go for the Sky Attack, get a shield, and I'm going to build up a little bit more. I'm going to come in with Deoxys, hoping I can make it to the Thunderbolt. However, they're throwing. I'm going to call the Bubble Beam bait. Unfortunately, it is the Shadow Ball. I'm going to bait myself. I'm going for the Psycho Boost. I recognize I got to get that last shield off no matter what and do some chip damage. I get the shield, so now I'm going for another Psycho Boost. This will be doing a little bit of damage to Jellicent. Jellicent's a little bit bulky, but it does get him into the yellow, and we're almost at the Sky Attack. So now if we can get to the Sky Attack, oh man, is this enough to take out Jellicent? Because Jellicent's bulky. Let's see. Yes, it takes out Jellicent, and one more Air Slash takes out the Stunfisk. So GG's. Well played to my opponent. Moving into the final matchup for today, we are up against a Jellicent lead. Terrible lead for this team. Absolutely horrible. We don't want Deoxys up against it, and Barbaracle is normally going to lose this lead. However, I am going to be able to outpace it to the first Stone Edge, so this should be a CMP tie actually. Yeah. So we land the Stone Edge, does massive damage. I mean, that's insane for one Stone Edge. We showed up the Shadow Ball. Lately, guys, Jellicents just have not been baiting. I don't expect them to bait, hardly. I mean, I know I tried to call a bait last time, but it just didn't work, and you could see, I learned from my lesson. So I showed up the Shadow Ball, and I bait with a cross drop. Now I am going to shield this next Shadow Ball, so I am down 2 shields to 0, but I'm thinking I can win switch here. Hopefully they let this Stone Edge go through. If so, I have some extra energy stored. No, they shield it, so I should have double baited because I would have been able to go cross drop and then Stone Edge, but I was really hoping that they would take shield advantage and not worry so much about switch advantage. Cross drop does absolutely nothing. It is double resisted, but at least it did a little bit of chip. We are going to eat the Shadow Ball at this point, and now I'm going to come in with Skarmory, and I should be able to farm down before they get to another Shadow Ball. Yeah, no problem. Let's see what else they got. Coming in next, man, they're building the suspense here. They have Altaria. So we are going to go up and we're going straight for the Brave Bird, but first we're going to eat the Sky Attack. Sky Attack is resisted. We're going to be able to tank it. I did not want to throw my Brave Bird, not kill them, and then end up eating the Sky Attack. That would have been pretty bad. So here we are going for the Brave Bird. This should take out Altaria. Yeah. I mean, Shadow Skarmory is just insane, and they have a Alolan Ninetales in the back, so we're going to hit it with the Sky Attack. This is going to do a lot of damage, and then we can show our Deoxys. And 3, 2, 1, yeah. They realized that there's no hope. I would have got to the Psycho Boost, taking them out. So GG's. Well played to my opponent. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Alright, this is ChillisFM wishing you good luck in your battles.